I realize we're already a week into July, and maybe it seems like it's too late to do my top 5 most anticipated releases of July, but listen, when you see my first pick, you'll know, like, yes, this is a reason to be filming this video. Hello friends, happy Wednesday, so very excited that you're here, so excited to be filming this video. I knew that I wanted to film this video for this month. When I saw one of these releases outside my wonderful glasses, yes, it will be featured, that's not a spoiler because we know every time there's a new volume of glasses, I am featuring it. But when I saw this volume specifically, I said we have to talk about my top 5 most anticipated releases of July. We just have to, so let's go ahead and jump right in because for number 1, we are saying volume 27 of Snow White with the Red Hair. It came yesterday. Oh my goodness, I was so very excited. I haven't had a chance to read it. I have been catching up on Kageki Shoujo, which will be my video review on Friday, so please look forward to that. So I haven't started this. Honestly, and I think it says in a previous video, I have to reread volume 26 because I cannot remember where this volume or where the previous volume ended. I'm just so thankful to have them. If you're not familiar with this series, it is about our main female lead. Oh, that image is so cute. Our main female lead, her name is Shirayuki, and in her home country, the prince there was not the best, and he really wanted Shirayuki. He was known for not having the best reputation among his people when it came to women, and rather than be his woman, she decides that she's going to cut her beautiful red hair, leave the hair behind, and flee the country. As she's fleeing from her country, she ends up going to our male lead, whose name is Zen, our very handsome second prince here. As she's in his country, they end up meeting each other. I forgot what happened. Did he fall off a wall or something? No, he was jumping over something. He ends up getting a little bit scraped up, and he's very leery of her at first, but she proves herself very quickly, and down the line here, through the volumes, they end up falling in love, and this is more than just a romantic story. It really is Shirayuki aiming to be an apothecary. That's what she ultimately wants to be. She wants to stand by Zen's side, romantically of course, but her being a commoner and him being a noble, it's not very simple, and she wants to stand beside him because of her own merit, not just, I guess, just simply staying beside him because they are lovers. I am thrilled to be back with these characters. I have a video review. You guys voted for this manga in my Read Review Shoujo spree, I'm pretty sure, and it has been wonderful. These characters feel like best friends to me, and so it is just very special, happy occasion to know I'm back with them. I'm back with them, even if I can't remember everything. This is definitely a series I so desperately need to come back to. It truly is one of my favorite series. I love the characters so much. Even, what is his name? He's the first prince. I could not stand his guts at first. I'm like, just get off the page. You're causing problems. There's no picture of him here, but I just did not like him. But I really have been blown away of how hard everybody is trying, working towards their dreams and the goals that they have. Yes, they have been apart, and it's been really hard at times seeing Shirayuki and Zen be separated, not because of choice, but just due to circumstances where they are just sort of in 2 different directions right now, still as one, but just temporarily not together. I believe though that this volume that they reunite, and I'm like, yes, I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it. So hopefully when I do my reading wrap-up video at the beginning of next month, I hope I have lots and lots of exciting things to say about this because I'm just so happy to be back to have and hold a brand new volume of this series. For number 2, these are in no certain order, okay? Because as I said before, Last Witch Has Delinquent Volume 7. Yes, we're getting a new volume, and I'm very, very excited, especially where things ended in Volume 6. I'm like, man, people are not ready for what is about to come. Like, one of my favorite romantic moments is about to happen, and I was just rereading, flipping through this volume earlier. I'm like, yes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And we are getting an anime we talked about in a previous manga news video. I cannot wait to see what's going to be coming from that. Very excited. But if you're not familiar with this series, it is our main female lead. Her name is Momo, and she's afraid of delinquents. She was more or less bullied in middle school, and so going into high school, she sort of gave herself, I thought she was cute, but I guess you could say sort of like a makeover of sorts. She ditched the glasses, she dyed her hair, but she's like, hey, I'm still going to try and avoid delinquents, but I want to have a new high school and better experience than I did in middle school, and she is looking for a club, and it's just not going well. People don't want her because either she can't cook, she's causing more problems, not on purpose, and so in a sort of last minute recommendation from her teacher, she ends up joining what's known as the Helpers Club, which is, what did she say? She felt like it was like a Minions Club because they go around and they do different tasks for different teachers or different classmates to help things with the school. And that's where she meets Ichikura, who is like the president of the club. He's the only other member at this point. She's like, oh, he's really great, he's very kind, and he's just seems like an overall really great guy. Until they meet some delinquents that used to pick on Momo, and his real colors come out, and we see that he too used to be a delinquent and still sort of is, but he's wearing glasses to hide the fact, to hide that inner delinquent that be coming out at a whole bunch of different times. Again, the ending of volume 6, I know it left on such a cliffhanger. I cannot imagine. I mean, I'm up to date with the series on K-Manga because shout out to them that they have it on there, that they update it regularly every time we get a new chapter, every time a new chapter drops in Japan, we too get a new chapter. And I cannot imagine just reading this physically because, again, where it ended, you can feel maybe like the love triangle is really being a thing. I think it's very well written. It doesn't upset me or anger me. I actually like the other guy, but sorry, you just don't have a chance at the end of the day when it comes to our Ichikura. So very, very excited for what's to come. Not really sure what to say because I'm afraid I'll go into spoilers, but just know I continue to love this series so very much. It is truly my all-time favorite shoujo manga. I've talked about how much I have reread it. I love it. I adore it. I'm triple buying the series here, or triple dipping to support Sensei because it's just, these characters have my heart and I'm cheering for Momo, and I think you're going to be really in for a treat if you're reading this physically only, and I can't wait for my physical copy to arrive and reread it, but physical this time. For number 3, I cannot believe this came early. This is supposed to be dropping, releasing at the end of the month physically, and that is, may I ask for one final thing? Yes! Oh my goodness, like, dude, I feel like all my favorite series are having a new volume, or they're releasing volume 1 for the very first time, again, physically. Oh man, when this came in the mail yesterday, y'all, I was ready to dive in. I do have a video review of the first 3 volumes digitally, and also when I did my breakdown of my favorite reads from last year, it won first place. So this was my favorite book of 2025, or favorite series of 2025. So I am thrilled to be holding this physically. If you're not familiar with this series, it is about our main female lead. Her name is Scarlet, and it has your typical villainous opening where she's going to a ball, to a dance, and there's her fiance standing next to a very beautiful young woman saying, Scarlet, I know the evil things that you did, and we're breaking off this engagement, and I'm gonna just, basically get rid of you because I'm gonna be with this very lovely, beautiful girl here who you keep treating like dirt. And she's like, right. Right, and most villainous series, the villainess would just flee or just leave, but no, for Scarlet, she puts on her gloves and she says, may I ask one final thing? Can I punch all of you pigs? And that's exactly what she does. Yes, she is our punchy villainess. She is queen. I love her so much. I wouldn't promote violence, but there's something very special when you see Scarlet beating all these bad guys up. Like, we love to see it. It makes my day. It makes me really happy. And so it is her story of basically having a new life where she doesn't have to hide or push down her real self of wanting to beat people up. Now, she doesn't beat up good guys, okay? Just to clarify, it's just the pigs, it's just the bad guys, it's the guys doing really shady things that they should not be doing. It has a very, very low-key romance, and this prince here, Prince Julius, oh man, it is very good. It is very good. I am very, very excited to own this physically. When I saw that it was getting released physically, y'all, I screamed in excitement in my heart. I don't think I did out loud because all my family was home and didn't want to make anybody upset like I did with the announcement of Glasses when it got physically licensed. But yes, it is, oh, it's so, so good. I can't recommend it enough, especially if you want something that's not your typical villainous story where like, oh, they're all the same. No, you will not meet another like Scarlet. Now, there is another series I haven't read yet where they would be besties. Do believe that they do like taking down the bad guys, even if they themselves are supposedly the bad guy. Also, I will say, because I have gotten questions, this does have credits. It does have a translator listed as well as a letterer. So that was really great news. I was very happy to see that because I've seen a lot of rumors that this series didn't have one, and then people are saying yes it does, and I'm like, okay, I almost canceled my pre-order. I'm like, no, let's just wait and see. So I'm very thankful because I would have cried. I would have cried otherwise, but yes. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm very, very excited to dive back into this. Like, it is gonna be awesome. For number 4, this one has not released yet, but I am so excited for this one as well. That is The Oblivious Girl and the Maidenly Man. I believe I'm saying that right. Oh, this is a slice of life romance. I've seen some of it on Twitter because when it got licensed, I went and checked out the creator's Twitter page, and she was sharing like chapters on there. Oh, it is so adorable. It is so cute, and it seems right up my alley. It's about our male lead. He runs, I think it's like a coffee shop or a cafe, and he has some very strong feelings for one of his regular customers. It is a female young woman who I guess comes in, and she opens up to him that she is sort of afraid of men. She had something I think happen to her that really made her very leery and just want to avoid men in general, but she doesn't feel that way about him. So she asked him like, hey, would you be willing to help me to overcome this fear? Maybe like by holding hands or sitting really close to each other and just talking. And he agrees, but she's so oblivious, I think, to that he really likes her. And I'm just like, this poor man. And he's so cute because the title, I mean, him being like a maiden, but he's still a man, was just so perfect from everything I've seen on Twitter, as well as just looking into the Japanese preview. I mean, it seems like a very, very cute, fun time. It doesn't seem like there's gonna be like a lot of in-depth plot, which is fine. Like, I'm cool with that when it comes to these slice of life manga that just make my day, make me happy. Yes, that is what I'm here for. That's what I want to see. And I really feel like this manga is going to deliver. I really love that the cover that they have, I think it's different than the original manga cover that published in Japan. Not really sure what made them decide to change it, but I like it. I like how bright it is. And I cannot wait to try this one, y'all. I really hope that it lives up to my own personal hype I have for it and my own expectations, because if not, I'll be so sad. But we're keeping this positive, and I'm gonna believe that I will absolutely love it. And another manga I will be gushing about later on when it comes to me filming my reading wrap-up video. And then last but not least, I really struggled of what to say for number 5 because there's some other titles I'm really excited for. I definitely feel like the top 4, yes, those are my top 4. But I decided to go with a manhwa, and that is the Makeup Remover Volume 2. I did a first impression on Volume 1, and it just blew me away with the themes, how the story unfolded. I was so excited. It was an instant pre-order after I read Volume 1. I think I already had it pre-ordered before that time, but it was like, yes, we are keeping it. I want to see where the story goes. If you're not familiar with it, it's about our main female lead, and she is in college, and it may sound a little bit superficial, but it felt really relatable to me when I was reading. She just wants to be pretty. Everybody told her, focus on your studies, focus on your studies. When you get to college, you're gonna have that glow up, you'll be able to do makeup and all of these things, you'll look so pretty. She didn't feel like she had that. She felt she was very bland compared to all the beautiful women around her, and so she ends up going to like a makeup place where they'll do the makeup for you, and she says, hey, I want to look like, I think it's this girl here actually. And the guy's like, okay, yeah, let's try and do that. Well, she goes to the bathroom, overhears him talking to another coworker, just totally trashing her. And she gets really upset. I think she goes into the boys' bathroom, just chewing him out, but they weren't in there. It was a different guy who ends up being our male lead. Oh, there's not a picture of him that I could see at the beginning. But yeah, he sees her and he's like, hey, I want you to be a model for me for this upcoming face-off Cinderella. And she's really surprised. She thinks he's probably making fun of her, but he reveals a secret to her, and she's like, okay, let's give this a chance, but I don't want you to tell anybody my identity, that I am basically being your makeup model for you for this event, this face-off Cinderella. So the story unfolds, and again, I was deeply touched. When you see one of the photo shoots that they have at near the very end of Volume 1, it made me tear up. I love the messages that were woven in. It was very, very powerful, and so I'm very excited for Volume 2 to see, is that going to continue? I didn't really feel like there was much romance really in Volume 1. I feel like it could be a romance, but somebody was telling me it is, it isn't, so I'm not really sure. But this was a manhwa that surprised me. When it comes to my manhwa, I love romance. I love it so much. I mean, with manga, I don't necessarily always need a romance. So with manhwa, I do have the expectation that it has to be there in order for me to love it. But I found Volume 1, and like, it's okay. If you keep these themes, you keep these powerful messages about beauty, that is okay. That is okay, as long as you have that. So I'm hoping that very much continues. I thought there was some good humor woven throughout. The art was really nice. Overall, just really, really looking forward to this and hoping that I love it just as much as Volume 1. I might be very sad if I don't. And I think too, with this, she doesn't want this girl to know who she is. She doesn't want anybody to know her real identity, but she is a very famous influencer, I believe. And so she tells the male female lead. Why don't I just wear a bunny outfit, bunny costume on set and nobody will know? And I think the blurb said that this girl is not having it. She wants to know who is his muse because all of the people said it's going to be her. She's going to be his model, but he did not want her. And I think she took it very personal that he did not choose her. And so now she's trying to figure out about who the muse is, why exactly she won, which is causing the problem of her not wanting anybody to know. So yeah, very excited. As you can see, the quality of this is just so beautiful. I love that shimmer that they have, and it just looks really good and excited to dive in. As you can see, I'm very excited to dive into everything on this list, but I would love to hear from you, friends. What are your top 5 most anticipated releases of this month? Let me know down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!